Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will show you how to make this crop top. It's super easy to make and I will put the pattern in the description box below. I hope this video will give you an idea on how to build this top. And now let's get started. You will need a 3.5mm crochet hook, yarn in spot weight. I use about 150 gram, scissor, and measuring tape. Now check your gauge first. 2 rows of 12 DC equal to 2 inch by 1 inch. You can use any hook size to obtain the gauge. Start with a slip knot in chain 93. This is for size small. For medium and large, you can refer to the pattern in the description box below. Now double crochet into the 4th chain from hook. And next we are going to make the cross stitch. Skip 2 stitches and double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1 and double crochet backward in the first stitch. So that will be counted as one cross stitch. So you're just going to repeat this pattern across and you should get a total of 29 cross stitch. Skip the next 2 stitches, double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1 and double crochet backward in the first stitch of skip 2 stitches. After your last cross stitch, just double crochet in the last 2 stitches and just turn your work. Now we are going to repeat the whole pattern for row 2 until row 15. So I'm just gonna skip the video and now this is row 15. Just chain 3, double crochet in the next stitch and make 29 cross stitch across and double crochet in the last 2 stitches and just turn your work. For the next 10 rows, we are going to decrease the stitches for the armhole. So on row 16, chain 3, double crochet in the next stitch, skip the next 2 stitches, double crochet in the next stitch, and make 27 cross stitch across. After the last cross stitch, you are going to double crochet in the next stitch, and then skip the next 2 stitches and just double crochet in the last 2 stitches. So instead of 29 cross stitch, you only have 27 cross stitch now. And then now turn your work. On row 17, you are going to chain 3, double crochet in the next stitch, skip the next stitch and make 27 cross stitch across, and that is how you decrease your stitches to make the armhole. After your last cross stitch, you are going to skip the next stitch and double crochet in the last 2 stitches. Now turn your work, and on the next row you are going to repeat row 16 and row 17 alternately until row 25. On row 25 you should get a total of 19 cross stitches, and you are going to stop decreasing the stitches. Now after row 25 your work should look like this, and we are going to stop decreasing the stitch on both sides, and we just continue to do 19 cross stitches from rows 26 until row 31. Okay, now for row 26 to 31, just chain 3, double crochet in the next stitch and make 19 cross stitch across and double crochet in the next 2 stitches and turn your work, so you are not going to decrease any stitches from row 26 until row 31. Okay, now after row 31, we are going to make the shoulder strap and form the neck on the next row. So now on row 32, chain 3, double crochet in the next stitch and make 5 cross stitch, and after the 5th cross stitch you are going to skip the next stitch and double crochet in the next 2 stitches and turn your work. Now on row 33, you are going to chain 3, double crochet in the next stitch, skip the next 2 stitches and double crochet in the next stitch. So you only have 4 cross stitch left, and just make 4 cross stitch across and double crochet in the next 2 stitches and then turn your work. So basically this is the same on how you decrease your stitches for the armhole, but instead of decreasing the stitches on both sides, you are only going to decrease the stitches on the left side. Now on row 34 we are going to chain 3, double crochet in the next stitch and make 4 cross stitch, skip the next stitch and double crochet in the last 2 stitches and just turn your work. On row 35 we are going to chain 3, double crochet in the next stitch, skip 2 stitches, make 3 cross stitch and double crochet in the last 2 stitches and then turn your work. Now on row 36 you are going to chain 3, double crochet in the next stitch, make 3 cross stitch, skip the next stitch and double crochet in the last 2 stitches and turn your work. And finally row 37 will be your last row. You just chain 3, double crochet in the next stitch, make 3 cross stitch and double crochet in the last 2 stitches, and yeah, going to chain 1, fasten off and just cut off your yarn. Next we are going to continue to make the left strap, and you're just going to repeat the pattern from row 32 until row 37, but instead of decreasing the stitches on the left side, we are going to start decreasing the stitches on the right side. You just join your yarn on the 6th cross stitch, chain 3, and double crochet in the next stitch. And then you are going to skip the next stitch and make 5 cross stitch and double crochet in the last 2 stitches, and then turn your work. So this is basically the same with the right strap, but instead of decreasing the stitches on the left side, you are going to decrease the stitches on the right side. So you just continue until your last row, and instead of cutting off the yarn, we are going to make the edging for the neck. So we are going to use this shell stitch, which is 5 double crochet in the same stitch. So what you're going to do is you're going to skip the first double crochet space and then make shell stitch in the next double crochet space. So shell stitch is 5 double crochet in the same stitch. So after you make your shell stitch, you are going to slip stitch in the next double crochet space. You're just going to continue to make the shell stitch along the neck. Okay, now after your third shell, you are going to slip stitch in the 1 chain space, and after that you are going to make shell in the next 1 chain space and just slip stitch in the next 1 chain space, and just continue making the shell along the neckline. Now after your last shell, just slip stitch in the next double crochet space, chain 1, fasten off, and just cut off your yarn. We are done with our front piece, and now we are going to repeat the whole pattern for the back. Okay, now I'm done with my back part, and this is the wrong side and this is the right side. So with both pieces facing the right side, just flip it over, and now both pieces are facing the wrong side. So we are going to attach these two pieces together on both sides here and on the shoulder strap. Okay, now I'm going to attach the shoulder strap with slip stitch. So I'm going to join the yarn in the back loop only, and I'm going to chain 1 and slip stitch across in the back loop only. And when you're done, just chain 1 and fasten off with a knot. And now for the side, I'm going to join my yarn on row 15, chain 2, and I'm going to make 2 single crochet in each of the double crochet spaces across. When you're finished, just chain 2 and cut off your yarn and continue to attach the other side, but here I'm not going to cut off my yarn. I'm going to continue to make the edging for the bottom part of this top. So here I've already attached both sides, and now I'm going to flip this top right side out and And just continue to make the edging. Now to make the edging, just slip stitch in the double crochet stitch and make shell in the next 1 chain space and slip stitch in the next 1 chain space and just repeat this pattern around. And finally, after your last shell stitch, just slip stitch in the next double crochet stitch and chain 2, fasten off and revolve ends. And we're done with our crop top. Yeah! I hope you'll enjoy watching this video. If you have any question or suggestion, just comment below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tutorials like this. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.